The light stays low against the glass. Nothing asking me to move too fast. The room is still, the sound is thin. I'm sitting where the day sinks in. No reason pulling at my name. No need to hurry, what remains? Just quiet air, a steady pace. Everything stays in its place. I let the hours pass me by like steam that fades but doesn't die. No spark, no rise, no falling through, just staying close to something true. The window hums in muted tones, familiar like remembered homes. No story asking to be told, just quiet warmth against the cold. I don't need more, I don't need less. No sudden turns, no tenderness, just this small space I choose to keep. Awake but close enough to sleep. I let the hours pass me by. Nothing loud enough to try. Still warm inside, still holding place. A calm and steady, a weightless state. Not moving forward, not behind, just staying here, still warm inside. The street stays quiet under faded light. Snow pressed thin along the edge of sound. Nothing rushing, nothing asking why. Just the air moving slowly around. Footsteps blurring through the open space. Windows glow but never call my name. Every breath feels evenly placed. Nothing here is trying to change. The distance keeps a steady tone, not far enough to feel alone, not close enough to pull me in, just enough to let the moment sit. I don't lean into the feeling, I don't turn away from it. I let the cold stay clean and clear and hold the space exactly as it is. The night doesn't deepen or rise. It stays level, calm, unchanged. Streetlights hum without reply. No direction left to explain. I walk inside the quiet line where nothing bends or breaks. Every step returns the same. Every sound knows where to stay. No need to soften, no need to warm, no need to keep my voice behind the sound, never leading, never near. Just another layer in the space, another shape, the silence here. The cold stays light, not sharp or heavy, clear enough to breathe straight through. Nothing pulls me forward, nothing asks me to move. I let the street remain the street, I let the night remain still. Every second evenly placed, every moment level. If something fades, it fades alone. If something stays, it stays the same. No reflection, no release, no feeling left to frame. I don't follow, I don't wait, I don't reach beyond the line. I stay inside the open air where everything aligns. The air keeps clear, the tone stays clean. No echo asking to return. I pass through without leaving shape, and nothing here needs to be learned. The street stays quiet, wide and calm. The night holds steady still. I keep my voice inside the sound and let the silence fill. Nothing moves from here. The air stays where it is. No sound asking to begin. No moment opening or closing. The light does not arrive. It simply remains, already here, already even. I stand without direction, no forward, no return. Just a place that doesn't shift, just time that doesn't turn. The room keeps its shape, no edges leaning in, no warmth trying to stay, no cold trying to win. I breathe but nothing follows, no thought pulling after, no feeling forming a line, no reason asking to matter. The seconds pass without sound, not counted, not released, each one identical, each one at peace. I don't wait for change, I don't ask for rest. Everything already settled, everything already less. Nothing moves from here, nothing needs to be done. The moment holds itself until it's gone. The room feels slightly warmer, but nothing really changed. The window stays half open, the air remains the same. The light sits on the table, not trying to be kind. It doesn't carry meaning, it just stays where it shines. I'm not thinking of the moment, I'm not holding on to sound. Everything is settled, nothing's moving around. The floor feels calm beneath me, the walls don't lean or press. There's no reason in the silence and no need to confess. The clock forgets its purpose, the seconds pass without weight. Time isn't asking anything, it doesn't hesitate. I don't feel close or distant, I don't feel pulled or free. The warmth doesn't approach me, it simply happens to be. Memory is forming, no feeling tries to stay. The room feels slightly warmer, and that is all today. The air remains untouched, the moment doesn't bend. Nothing here is starting, and nothing needs to end. I stay inside the quiet without a thought to hold. The room feels slightly warmer, but never turns to cold. The room stays as it is, nothing added, nothing gone. The window holds the same light, the day goes on its own. No voice asking where I've been, no sound pulling me near, just a space that knows my way, just a place that keeps me here. The floor remembers my steps, even when I don't move. Time settles into corners with nothing left to prove. I sit without a reason, I stand without a plan. Everything already placed before I even began. No thought needing an answer, no feeling mark the passing hours. I don't name the day. The room stays as it is, and that is enough to stay. Nothing needs to be clear. Nothing waits to be known. The air stays where it is. I'm already at home. The room doesn't echo. It doesn't respond. Every sound disappears before it becomes one. The light moves slowly across the floor. It doesn't suggest anything more. I'm not looking ahead. I'm not staying behind. There's no shape to the moment and no reason to find. The window holds still. The street stays away. Nothing enters the room. Nothing asks me to stay. The space feels untouched, not empty, not full. Just a quiet arrangement of things being dull. The walls don't remember. The table forgets. Every thought loses form before it connects. Time moves without purpose. Seconds fall without sound. Nothing here is resolving. Nothing's breaking down. I don't follow the silence. I don't question the calm. It doesn't become something. It doesn't transform. The air feels cool but neutral, not distant, not near. Nothing needs to be warmer. Nothing needs to be clear. The room stays consistent. No shift in the tone. I'm not leaving the moment. I'm already at home. There's no ending approaching, no start in the past. Just a steady condition that quietly lasts. Nothing gathers importance. Nothing fades away. The room stays the same, and I stay the same. No meaning is forming. No absence is felt. Everything remains exactly itself. Nothing needs to be clear. Nothing waits to be known. The air stays where it is. I'm already at home. Nothing is moving, nothing arrives. The room stays open, but nothing comes inside. The floor holds the weight without making a sound. Every step disappears before it's around. The air doesn't shift, it doesn't respond. It stays in position where it has always belonged. The light remains steady, not warm or not dim. It doesn't suggest where to begin. I don't wait for a signal, I don't follow a sign. Nothing here is unfolding, nothing asks for time. The walls keep their distance, the ceiling stays high. No thought rises upward, no reason asks why. The moment stays level, it doesn't lean, it doesn't become something it doesn't mean. I stay where I'm standing without holding the ground. The space feels complete without being profound. Nothing moves forward, nothing retreats. Every second repeats without leaving a trace. The air feels settled, not heavy, not light. It doesn't drift away, it doesn't invite. I'm not thinking of later, I'm not looking back. There's no direction and no need for that. The room remains open but nothing appears. No memory forms, no future draws near. Everything rests without being asleep. Everything stays without needing to keep. Nothing is moving, nothing arrives. The room stays open, but nothing comes inside. I stay in the moment because it doesn't move. There's nothing to follow and nothing to lose. The street is open, but nothing calls. People pass through without leaving a mark. The sound of steps fades before it lands. Every movement refuses to stay. The air moves gently but doesn't arrive. It passes between places without deciding why. Windows reflect what they don't keep. Faces appear and return to the street. Nothing slows down, nothing begins. The moment continues without asking when. The road stretches forward without direction. It exists without purpose, without intention. No one is waiting, no one remains. The space keeps moving, but nothing changes. The sound of traffic softens and clears. It never approaches, it never disappears. I stand within distance, but not involved, watching the scene without being called. Every second passes exactly the the same. No memory forms, no moment takes shape. The street stays open, but doesn't invite. It allows movement without holding it tight. The light falls evenly across concrete and air. Nothing feels closer, nothing feels rare. I don't follow a path, I don't turn back. I stay in position where nothing reacts. The street continues without pulling me in. Everything moves forward without meaning to begin. No sound insists, no feeling stays. Everything passes and quietly fades. The street is open, but nothing calls. People pass through without leaving a mark. The street feels softer than it did before. Nothing has changed, but the air is warmer. The light settles gently on passing lines. No reason to stop, no need to decide. People move slowly without intention. Their voices dissolve into the distance. The sound of the city loses its edge. It stays present but never insists. I walk without timing, without a plan. The ground feels steady beneath where I stand. Windows glow faintly, then fade away. Nothing invites, nothing asks me to stay. The warmth doesn't linger, it doesn't remain. It passes through without leaving a name. Every step feels lighter, but not memorable. Each second moves on, comfortably forgettable. The street opens wider without drawing me in. It allows me to move without asking where I've been. No moment demands, no feeling grows. Everything stays even, everything flows. The air rests briefly around my shoulders, then quietly leaves without getting closer. I don't hold the moment, I don't let it go. I stay in between where nothing needs to grow. The sound of the street softens and clears. It never feels near, it never disappears. The warmth passes through without a trace, leaving the street exactly in place. Nothing remains, nothing delays. The street keeps moving in comfortable ways. The warmth doesn't stay, it doesn't remain. It moves through the street and quietly fades. The street feels open, but not wide. Everything clears on the other side. No warmth remains, no echo stays. The sound moves on in neutral ways. Footsteps appear, then fade again. Nothing connects, nothing begins. The air feels thinner, almost light. Edges soften, out of sight. Cars pass quietly, without weight. Their motion exists, but doesn't relate. Windows reflect, then let go. No inside, no need to know. I move through space without intent. Each second spent is evenly spent. The street doesn't warm, it doesn't cool. It stays untouched by feeling or rule. The distance feels clean, unmarked and plain. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Breath stays level, thoughts stay flat. No moment asks for more than that. The city loosens its outline, leaving space between each line. No memory forms, no tension stays. Everything moves in measured ways. The sound keeps balance, never near, never gone, always clear. I don't slow down, I don't rush. Time passes through without a push. The street remains exactly so, clear between steps as I go. Nothing concludes, nothing appears, only the space that stays clear. street stays open without a sound. Nothing shifts, nothing is found. The air holds still without a trace. No direction, no marked place. Light rests evenly on empty ground. No echo follows any sound. Steps exist but don't arrive. Motion happens without a drive. No signal calls, no reason forms. The space remains untouched, unmoved. Wind passes through without intent. Time feels flat and evenly spent. No beginning, no closing sign. Everything holds the same straight line. Distance stays exactly wide. Nothing pulls from either side. The street does not invite or lead. It offers space, but not a need. Cars remain as quiet shapes, moving lines without escapes. Breath goes on without demand. Body stands, then shifts, then stands. No thought presses, no thought leaves. Everything stays where it is. The air feels empty but not cold. Nothing breaks, nothing holds. Minutes pass without a mark. No sense of light, no sense of dark. The street settles into still space. Nothing changes, nothing waits. I remain without a role, present, quiet, uncontrolled. No moment asks to be defined. Nothing arrives, nothing behind. The space continues still and wide. Nothing moves, still outside. Nothing has to move from here. Nothing needs to change. Every sound remains in place, the same. The room does not respond to time. It doesn't drift or wait. Each moment rests beside the next, in shape. No emotion leans too far. No thought becomes too clear. Everything is evenly near. The air is warm but never close. The space is calm and wide. No pressure forming in the sound inside. The voice does not step forward. It stays behind the tone, just enough to fill the space alone. No sentence leads to meaning. No line begins an arc. Each word exists and then remains apart. Nothing gathers into memory. Nothing fades away. Every second holds its place and stays. No signal sent, no answer heard, no echo trying to land. The sound is simply present, and no tension in the distance, no release to reach. Everything is balanced evenly. The voice blends to the quiet without a trace. It doesn't need to be a face. No beginning pulls the moment, no ending waits ahead. Everything is settled, spread. I don't arrive, I don't depart, I don't explain or show. I stay exactly where I am and go. Nothing moves, nothing strains, nothing asks to be. Everything remains complete and free. No reason forming in the sound, no place it needs to go. Just staying where it is, below. The room feels almost the same, but the air is softer now. Nothing changed in shape or size. Still the walls, still the light. The sound stays low near the floor, but it carries a little more. Not a feeling, not a thought, just a sense that stays unlocked. The chair remains where it was. The table waits without cause. Time still moves at the same pace, but the silence feels more kind. No memory attached to this, no future being formed. Just the moment settled in, slightly warm without a name. Breath arrives a bit easier, not deeper, just smoother. The space allows without inviting. It doesn't pull, it doesn't ask. Light reflects with softer edges. Nothing shines, nothing fades. The sound rests near the center, not closer, just clearer. Nothing personal, nothing shared. Still this place feels prepared for staying, not arriving, for remaining without reason. Does not react or respond. It simply holds what passes through. Minutes let's continue without pressure. No signal to move on. I don't stay because it matters, I stay because it's fine. The warmth doesn't grow, it doesn't spread, it just remains exactly here. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The room stays open and complete. The sound remains soft and steady, a little warmer than before. Stays exactly the same. Nothing moved, nothing rearranged, but the air feels lighter now. Not warmer, just clear. No weight on the corners, no pressure in the sound. Everything sits where it belongs, without effort, without pull. The walls don't echo, they release each sound as it arrives. No thought lingers, no feeling settles, just space doing its work. The floor remains quiet and flat, holding nothing, letting go. Time continues at its own pace, unnoticed, unmarked. Nothing personal passes through, nothing stays to be remembered. The sound rests at a distance, not far, just correct. Each note ends cleanly, no overlap, no insistence. The air feels recently opened, like a window closed again. Breath in sharp, nothing blurred, edges feel properly drawn. The room doesn't ask for presence, it allows, and that is all. No warmth added, no meaning removed, only clarity remains. The sound stays balanced and level, clear enough to disappear. Nothing begins, nothing concludes, the space stays unchanged. The air remains cool and open, cleared without change. Nothing shifts, nothing leans, the room holds its position. The sound arrives already calm, no direction to follow. Air rests where it is, not waiting, not moving. No edge pulls the moment forward, no trace asks to remain. Everything feels already placed without effort, without weight. The light stays even and low, not dim, just settled. No echo stretches beyond itself. Each sound ends exactly once. The space breathes slowly enough to be unnoticed completely. Nothing opens, nothing closes. The room simply continues. Time does not mark this moment, it passes without leaving. No warmth added, no cold removed, only balance holding still. The sound stays behind, attention present but unclaimed. No rise, no fall, only level after level. The floor does not respond, the walls do not react. Everything accepts its place. No tension forms, no release arrives. Stillness is sufficient. The air does not drift, it stays aligned, as if nothing could change it. Breath moves but leaves no marking out. Nothing follows, nothing leads. The moment remains unattached. The sound exists without purpose, and that is enough. No motion needed, no meaning required. The room stays as it is. The sound settles into quiet, not ending, not beginning, just staying without motion. The sound comes back without arrival. Nothing announces its return. The room feels the same, just slightly occupied. Air moves a little more, but never forward. The tone stays behind thought, never asking to be heard. No warmth added, no distance close, just presence returning. The space accepts the sound again, without response, without reaction. Nothing sharpens, nothing fades, everything stays even. The floor remains unchanged, the walls remember nothing. The sound settles where it was before, as if it never left. No motion pulls the moment ahead, no stillness holds it back. Breath continues at the same pace, unnoticed, unmeasured. The room does not react, it simply allows. No tension forms, no release arrives. Balance is enough. The sound exists between actions, between thoughts, between focus. Nothing becomes important, nothing disappears. The tone stays dry and close, warm but neutral. No echo extends beyond its place. Each sound ends quietly. Time resumes without marking this moment. Nothing opens, nothing closes. The space remains available. The sound rests behind attention, supporting without leading. No meaning appears, no emotion rises, only steadiness holding. The room stays ready but unchanged. The sound continues as it is, returning to the same quiet. The chance where it belongs, not closer, not further. The space feels a little wider, but nothing moves forward. Warmth appears without intent, no comfort offered, no need implied. The tone remains silent, calm, soft enough to stay unnoticed. Nothing draws attention, nothing pulls away. The air settles around the sound, not holding, not releasing. The room does not react, it simply stays. A gentle temperature, without memory, without direction. No emotion forms, no thought attaches. The sound rests behind the moment, not inside it. Each note arrives and leaves at the same level. does not grow, it does not fade, it remains even. The sound fills only the edges, never the center. No pause asks to be noticed, no movement asks to continue. The space accepts the sound quietly. Nothing opens, nothing closing news. The tone stays neutral, soft present. No meaning rises, no feeling resolves. Only balance remaining. The sound continues without change, without request, holding a warmer distance. The sound arrives without warmth, without edge. It does not linger, it does not press. The air feels lighter but unchanged. Nothing settles, nothing lifts, the tone stays clean, almost transparent. Each note passes without resistance, no texture asks to be felt, no space asks to be filled. The sound remains dry, balance. No warmth follows, no cold forms, only clarity without focus. The room feels open but untouched. Nothing gathers, nothing disperses, the rhythm stays even, unmarked, unnoticed. No memory attaches, no thought stays. The sound does not comfort, it does not disturb, it simply continues. The space stays flat, clear, still. No shadows deepen, no light appears. The tone moves behind attention, never crossing it. The air stays neutral, clean, uncluttered. No emotion forms, no tension remains, only a steady line passing through. The sound does not lead, it does not follow, it stays exactly where it is. disappears without signal. Nothing changes, nothing waits. The sound holds a clear distance without weight, without meaning, still present, still even clear without weight. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The sound is already here. It does not arrive, it does not leave. The space remains as it was. No direction forms, no movement asked. Each tone stays where it started. No rise, no fall. The rhythm does not pull, it does not slow, it simply continues. The air holds without pressure. Nothing opens, nothing closes. The sound does not surge, it does not settle, it remains unmarked. No color deepens, no shade fades, everything stays level. The tone feels dry but not thin, warm but not emotional. The space feels occupied without weight. No memory appears, no image follows. The sound stays behind all attention, never crossing forward. Time continues without signal. Not comfort, it does not disturb, it remains neutral. Each moment repeats without intention. Nothing accumulates, nothing resolves. The sound holds its distance, the room stays still. No expectation forms, no release comes. Everything remains exactly the same. The sound does not guide, it does not respond, it simply stays still, even unchanged. Remaining unchanged. Nothing shifts, but the space feels wider. The sound moves without direction. No edge appears, no center forms. The air feels open but unchanged. Each tone stays where it belongs. Nothing approaches. approaches, nothing retreats. The distance remains comfortable. No warmth added, no cold removed. The sound does not lean, it does not pull. It stays balanced, the field feels open, but not empty. No horizon draws closer, no line fades. The sound stays behind all thought, never stepping forward. Time continues without marking. No signal, no response. The sound does not invite, it does not resist. It remains neutral, each moment passes without weight. Nothing gathers, nothing releases. The sound holds its position. The space remains open. No emotion forms, no absence appears. Everything stays aligned. The sound does not describe, it does not explain, it simply exists, even wide, unchanged, remaining in place. The space stays open, but feels less cold. Nothing moves closer, nothing steps away. The sound remains where it was, only the air feels softer. No warmth spreads, no chill disappears. It is only less sharp. Each tone rests without weight. No direction forms, no intention rises. The sound does not lean, it does not settle. It stays suspended. The distance feels kind, but unchanged. Nothing is offered, nothing is taken. The sound stays behind all emotion, not distant, not close. Time continues without pressure. Each moment but neutral. No memory appears, no feeling completes. The sound does not hold, it does not release. It remains even, open, soft, still, unclaimed. Staying as it is. The street remains without a sound. No step arriving, none departing. Lights are fixed along the road, nothing shifting, nothing starting. Air stays wide and evenly spread, cold but never sharp or thin. Every second settles flat, nothing pulls the moment in. No direction in the night, no edge where silence bends. Everything already placed, everything already ends. I don't move toward the quiet, I don't turn away from it. I stay exactly where I am and let the stillness sit. Space doesn't ask for time, doesn't deepen or unfold. It stays open, clear and wide, unchanged, untouched, untold. No echo waiting to return, no rhythm asking to begin. Every sound remains behind, every breath stays thin. Nothing rises, nothing falls, nothing fades into relief. The distance holds its shape with no intention underneath. I keep my voice inside the air, never forward, never near. Just another layer passing through something almost not here. The night does not progress, it does not pause or slow. It stays level in the dark and lets the moment go. No meaning forming in the space, no release to arrive. Only quiet holding quiet, only stillness staying alive. I don't leave a mark behind, I don't trace a line. I remain within the open field where nothing needs a sign. The sound remains consistent, the air remains the same. Nothing changes where I stand, nothing calls my name. The street stays wide, the night stays flat. No signal, no reply. I keep my voice inside the space and let the stillness slide. Nothing moves, nothing stays, nothing leaves or arrives. I remain without a shape as the quiet holds its line. The room stays still, but not in cold. A gentle tone remains. Nothing reaches for attention. Nothing needs to change. The light rests low along the wall, not bright, not dim, not near. Every sound is softly placed, everything is clear. No feeling moves across the air, no memory appears. Just a mild and steady warmth that doesn't lean or steer. The space is close but never tight, it doesn't pull me in. It lets me stay exactly where I've always been. No moment gathers any weight, no thought begins to rise. Each second passes quietly, without a reason why. The sound does not surround the room, it doesn't try to stay. It settles gently in the space and fades the same way. I don't follow any trace, I don't respond or react. My voice remains a quiet layer, almost out of track. No word insists on being heard, no phrase asks to remain. Everything returns to still again and then again. The warmth is there but undefined, it doesn't call a name. It doesn't move toward the heart, it doesn't aim. It stays within the middle ground between the sound and dead. Presence barely noticed, but always there. Nothing closes, nothing opens, nothing turns away. The room remains comfortable and lets the time stay. I don't arrive, I don't depart, I don't begin or end. I stay inside the quiet tone that doesn't bend. A soft warmth stays without a trace, no signal, no reply. Everything remains at rest and lets the moment lie. No echo left to settle in, no silence left to fill. Just a quiet warmth remaining, standing still. The air clears without a sound, no warmth is left behind. Everything returns to shape, simple, sharp, aligned. No color leaning through the room, no tone begins to stay. Each sound releases where it lands, then moves away. Nothing gathers in the space, nothing needs to rest. Every moment stays complete, without a test. The room feels open in the mind, though nothing moves around. A quiet sense of clarity without a sound. No thought circles back again, no feeling settles in. Each second passes through the air, light, clean and thin. The voice remains a distant line, almost erased from view. Just another layer drifting by, unnoticed, true. No echo tries to fill the gap, no silence pulls apart. Everything remains intact. Without a start, the space does not remember me. It doesn't ask to stay. It lets me pass through quietly, then fades away. Pressure in the atmosphere, no warmth, no cold to hold. The moments stay transparent, loose, controlled. I don't respond, I don't reflect, I don't resist the sound. I stay within the open space that has no ground. Nothing closes, nothing bends, nothing needs release. The room remains completely clear and stays at ease. I don't arrive, I don't depart, I don't remain or go. I stay inside the quiet space that doesn't know. The space is clear, the tone is light. No weight, no trace, no form. Everything dissolves into a quiet open norm. No warmth to linger in the air, no sound that asks to stay. Just a clear and empty space that fades away. Nothing moves inside the room, nothing shifts its place. Every sound remains at rest without a trace. The air does not expect to change, it doesn't wait or stay. Each moment sits exactly where it's placed. No feeling rises in the space, no thought begins to form. Everything remains the same, unwarm, unforced. The sound does not arrive or leave, it doesn't start or end. It stays as if it's always been. And then no weight is added to the tone, no pressure in the air. Each second rests beside the next without compare. The voice exists as quiet grain, almost out of frame. It doesn't ask to be perceived or named. Nothing leans into the silence, nothing nothing pulls away. The moment holds its shape and stays. No memory collects the sound. No meaning settles in. Everything remains complete within. No arc, no rise, no fall, no place the sound can go. It stays exactly where it is, and so the space does not respond at all. It doesn't close or bend. It stays suspended in itself again. No signal sent, no echo form, no absence left behind. Everything remains as still as time. I don't arrive, I don't depart, I don't begin or cease. I stay inside the settled sound at ease. Nothing moves, nothing holds, nothing shifts or stays. Everything remains at rest in place. No motion left to recognize, no silence left to fill. Just a sound that stays exactly still. The room is quiet, but not empty. Sound settles along the walls. Nothing moves fast, nothing pulls. The space remains exactly whole. Light rests slow on the floor. No meaning behind the door. Breath continues, soft and slow. No need to rise, no need to go. The air feels close, but not tight. Everything fits without effort. Time moves evenly inside the room. No moment sharp, no sense of soon. The walls reflect what isn't said. Every sound returns the same. Nothing asks to be explained. Nothing waits to be obtained. Without demand, holding space as it is. No thought pushes, no thought stays. Everything rests in quiet ways. The ceiling listens without reply. The floor remains neutral and dry. Steps are possible, but unnecessary. Motion exists without urgency. Nothing opens, nothing ends. The space is calm and evenly held. The room does not change its tone. It lets the sound remain alone. Minutes pass without weight. No reason to accelerate. I stay here because I can, not because of any plan. The room continues, soft and wide. Sound stays close inside. Nothing shifts, nothing insists. I remain. the sound is. Nothing tells me this is over. Nothing marks the time. Every sound just keeps its place in line. The room does not grow quieter. It stays the same. No shadow forming in the tone or name. No signal that the moment should release or bend. Nothing leans toward an end again. The air remains exactly what it was before. No door closing in the sound or floor. The voice does not step forward. It never tries to stay. It blends into the background. Gray, no phrase demands attention. No line stands apart. Each word rests inside the sound, soft. Nothing moves towards silence, nothing pulls away. Every second holds its weight and stays. No memory begins to form. No meaning tries to land. The sound exists without a plan or hand. The warmth does not increase, it doesn't fade. It sits where it has always been laid. No comfort turning heavy, no space too near. Everything remains gently clear. Stays part of the room, not a sign. Just another layer in the sound, aligned. Nothing needs to finish, nothing needs to go. The sound does not conclude or slow. If it fades unnoticed. If it stays the same. Nothing needs to end.